potential here, but really both of them have been leaning to the other weapon, the orb and the cannon.
Absolutely. And that was kind of a little bit different because the way Stingray started the day, the first couple sets we saw from him were a little bit more spear focused. Like he was finding so many KOs with the spear side signature, and then all of a sudden he made that dramatic shift to being a cannon player.
And you know what? It's working really well. His cannon has been looking solid across the day.
They're both just jumping around, dude.
You know what? It was a little bit of a break. You know, their eyes might be a little teary from the gift giving.
They're over here, jump up, and get down, and jump around. We can't go further with that song or we might get copyright claimed.
Taza's sprinting over here as we speak. He's like, no Kesha, and none of that either. Downlight, dare, down sig connects, and he charges it as well to get the full fist out of that one. Stingray gonna get that first stock.
Now going back over to the spear, trying to reach up with that neutral signature. He read kind of the wrong way. It was Java behind him. There's that side signature. It feels like we haven't seen that in ages, and now we see two back-to-back.
Yeah, and he's got that follow-up. That's really the Stingray follow-up. It used to be you go side sig into side light, but Stingray is like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a dash and light because that doesn't really work anymore.
Oh, very highly telegraphed. I'm surprised he didn't get more punished from that, but that is likely going to be it from him. Yes, Java's there to make sure. Give him that big boot, follow him all the way down, and secure that stock. Stingray now coming in fresh on second. Java at about 100 damage.
No, but he's over to the cannon again. Hits the dare, goes for the ground pound, but Java narrowly avoids it.
Yeah, that double jump ground pound, man. He's been able to find those really high ground pounds here. Not actually making a connection this time. The down signature, charging that one up. It sent him high so that he was still so far away from Java that all Java really had time to do was get back onto the main platform. That was probably a bait. I don't know. That was like really far away. It would be crazy if Java tried to punish that.
I know Stingray does like to try to frame trap whenever he can, but
he typically does it closer to the edge.
Yeah, and Java was like 1,000% ready for that too.
A little bit of a spot dodge there. Brother, there's a weapon spawn on the field, and now he moves over to it. Gets caught. That's basically stacked option from the cannon in light. That's going to be something that Java really might not have an answer to if Stingray is able to get on top of him, unless Java wants to like jump fastball and nair. Nice down air. All of a sudden, we are even on final stocks here in game one.
But the weapon advantage is in favor of Java. The weapon's yet to spawn for Stingray, but does spawn on his side of the stage. Gets that side light or side sig into the side light. Nair weapon toss as well.
Java wanted to like stop him in his tracks, and he did for just a moment, but then Sandstorm kept it going. I almost expected like a dash jump, a pivot there over on the edge with that down air, since Java recovered very low on that wall.
Neutral light comes out from Java. Little nair and sig again. Side light for side light.
D-Sig right over the corner. No, he's not going to go for that. He has thrown out that D-Sig like as a move, it seems like a couple times, rather than just to augment. And there he gets the double D-Light into the recovery, and Stingray is going to take game one.
Really well done from Stingray. Gets that side light, turnaround down light into the double down light because that caught the dodge of Java.
There's the side light, turnaround, D-Light into the double D-Light, recovery to take that game. He was like still at 50 damage there, so Stingray still had a long way to go before he was in really any serious danger of being taken out.
And you see the damage split. I felt like it was going to be a little bit more cannon coming out from Stingray, but still really good damage put out from his spear as well, which shouldn't be that much of a surprise. It's Stingray we're talking about. I mean, he's had no Ryan forever. He even played Bryn at a Royale. Like, he likes spear.
We're also seeing those signatures become more active here on the spear, so it seems like he's finding comfortability with this spear and how he chooses to engage onto Java or punish Java in response. Nice.
Ooh. He was trying to skim, just hit that edge with that recovery, didn't quite have the position for it. Now it's over to the cannon.
Down air, he's just jumping and floating around, almost like an Axe player here.
Honestly, I was feeling Scythe energy, right?
Okay,
like,
yeah, definitely, because it's a 45-degree angle with that down air. I just have the trauma of facing Axe players in like 2019, and 2018, and 2017, and 2016, and 2020, and 2021. You can fill in the rest.
Oh,
nice
side air.
Back-to-backs.
Stingray still able to get the wall, but gets bounced there, gets past, goes for a turnaround, and Java avoids the hit, avoids the chase dodge potential. Java with the stock advantage.
I expected to see the signature right over the corner, just landing right above Stingray's head, putting fear into him, but no, Java actually made an offstage commitment there. Actually putting his hurt box over that corner. No major punish there. And Stingray actually finds the neutral air after, getting the KO, evening this one back up. Less than a minute and a half into this game. Stingray hitting Java away from that weapon spawn, keeping the pressure up. Java now moving back over, picking up the spear.
Lots of sidelight nairs coming out from Stingray. Downlight, not a true follow-up off that sidelight, so Stingray is going for the thing that covers the most dodge options.
Again, with those neutral signatures, back-to-back over on that edge. Little juggling coming through. He has Stingray disarmed.
Dare dodged by Stingray, dare avoided by Java.
Man, Stingray's spacing. He's still just so good at it.
The deep pass from Java, but Stingray's watching his opponent, hits him with the pogo, and he's over to the cannon.
There's a weapon spawn right over to where Java is. Again, he's going for that neutral signature, trying to grab Stingray out of the air. Again, burning his dodge on that one, still able to get back. Does hit the side air to send Stingray over to the right. Giving himself plenty of room. Now he's floating in the air. Of course, Stingray controlling that ground while Java's above him.
Stingray getting caught there by Java. Java starting again to play that projectile game. Throw that dare out. Hits him with the side air. Not going to quite KO. And Stingray's got horizontal movement. GCN Sig as Java goes over the corner.
It still blows me away, like how patient these players are and just using their movement and not throwing out an attack. Because I know, like myself, if I feel like I'm not attacking, I feel like I'm not being productive in the game. And of course, that's a very unproductive mindset to have.
Yeah, I definitely have the brainworm that says I'm not being aggressive enough if I'm not constantly hitting one of the damage buttons.
Ooh. Caught high in the air. It's just that side air, though. Again, that down signature right on the corner. I don't know if he's trying to slide charge that one just because we've seen him do it, but we've also seen him throw it out right on that corner. Signature makes contact. Java, is he going to punish? Okay, it's the neutral light. I was expecting a side light side air, but you see him chasing right after with the jump side air. Signature punish, not enough to KO.
But it is, because he doesn't have the movement. Java is going to close it out. Man, Stingray was really trying to protect himself, too. He went for that down toss at the very end there, and Java just steps far enough away from it and then puts a hitbox right underneath because Stingray had to come back down after doing that down toss.
Being safe with that neutral light, getting just to the left of that weapon toss down. The spacing on that was perfect for Java, and he's able to close out the game because of it. And we're going back to Demon Island.
Here we go, game number 3. Once again, one apiece. Stingray with the cannon. Is he going to do a little bit more this time than those dare approaches that he was doing earlier? Ooh, this is the dare, but he does hit the end light.
Man, he's chasing after Java here.
Oh, he's going for the blast. I feel like that's what he wants because you can get caught by the blast of that fist and it will actually spike.
I mean, I would be surprised if he was trying to slide charge it and he like...
Oh, like that?
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he was trying to slide charge it and he just goofed it up 3 times in a row. So I think he's trying to deliberately change things up, whether catch you with the blast when you're riding high on the corner or chase you deep with the slide charge D-Sig.
Just like that, Stingray's cannon starting to look really solid. He's got the advantage. Java comes in, reads wrong with the downlight though.
Expecting Java to dodge back onto the main platform, but no, Java went over to the wall. Now he was high in the air, getting punished with 2 neutral airs. Again, Stingray really seems to prioritize throwing blast. Okay. He seems to prioritize throwing out his weapon, thus giving him a hitbox, and then swapping back over to the more damaged weapon on his person than just swapping to the healthier weapon.
Yeah, I think he'd rather have the other weapon kind of stay on screen longer than have the healthier weapon, but he does get disarmed there by the side 6 from Java. Java!
Oh, that's tough!
And it's a downlight, charges the gravity to cancel, neutral heavy for the optimum force there. And a cannon again. That was a burn dodge.
Again, those amazing arcing weapon tosses from Stingray. Just kind of acting like a little bit of a force field over his head as he recovers back to the main stage, rather than just throwing it straight up. He's able to keep that hitbox moving to match his own movement, keeping him safe. Now he's just at a one-stock lead, but still, that's a solid lead as he picks up a three-piece. Goes for the GCD light, and the follow-up does get hit twice for the punishment. The down air just a little bit too low. Stingray back on the main platform. Java giving him some space.
Stingray actually giving Java some space there. Going as far as he can to the left side, swaps over to the cannon. He's looking for a KO, soon avoids the side sig, but is able to punish, and that blast hits. I'm surprised he had line of sight.
Yeah, is that a projectile? I almost wanted to say it was a projectile just because he seemed like he didn't have line of sight there.
I'm not sure when it calculates line of sight because he's moving. I'm really curious on that one, but side air will connect. Weapon toss as well. Stingray looks ready to put this one away.
Oh man, that's so funny. Going back over to the spear. Are we going to see the side signature? No, just a jump ground pound, and that's enough, and that's a 2-stock.
Okay, Stingray putting it in the bag. No pause here coming out from Java. Usually when it's rough like that, he thinks about it. He's like, what do I need to do? What do I need to change up? But this time he's like, all right, let's just go next. I know exactly what I need to do.
I hope he does, because that was a big lead. It was a 2-stock lead, and then all of a sudden it was back to just a 1-stock lead. But then by the time all things were said and done, it ended up being a 2-stock lead for Stingray. So he definitely had a solid handle on the way that Java was playing last game. And I mean, you see it reflected in the set as well. He's up 2-1 in this set.
Ooh, okay.
I don't get how players are able to do that. I just, and then just immediately answer back and just start destroying your opponent like this, like nothing happened.
Obviously, mental fortitude is very valuable here in the top 3 of things, but you see it really show its ugly face when they can shake off a brutal hit and keep going. Ooh, misses the end light, though. Oh, the weapon toss, adding extra, and Java gets the double down light side air.
That's the like high input demon that I was talking about with Java. He's able to do those consistently. He's able to do it all over the stage. Stingray as well. That's not just completely unique to Java, but he is an input demon.
Weapon spawn. Ooh, ground pound not going to connect there. Punish. Downlight nair, not quite enough.
I'm surprised he did not get knocked out. That's the high ceiling of Fortress of Lions there for you. The weapon toss goes high. Java also goes very, very high and eats a side air, gets knocked out. Has about a 100 damage lead here over Stingray as we get about a minute and a half into this game. Shutting down that first side air with the neutral light, completely halting Stingray in the air.
No, but he wants to do more side airs as he throws out 2 more chasing after Java. Ground pound connects, and that beats out the recovery. So Stingray is going to fall. Dude, mental fortitude. He lost game number 3 relatively handedly, but he's looking so healthy here in game number 4.
Oh, yeah. Probably another game number 5 at the end of this game, depending. Nope. Oh, maybe not. Doesn't start that quite high enough to get the KO off the top. There was a soft platform present, but it was over on the left side, and that was an engagement high and right.
Side sig, good avoidance from Java. The lightning side sig does not go as far as the flame one does, but it still hits hard enough, and it will KO.
Now we are back to even. Just a little over 2 minutes into this game. Java trying to hold on to his iframes as long as he can. Grabs that neutral signature and the ground pound, but it doesn't bounce off the wall. It just kind of drags Stingray along the main stage. 2 spear players. Okay. Oh, I almost thought he was going to end up picking that up, but Stingray was just a little bit too far behind him.
He's still finding more connections onto Stingray. Stingray with a dodge down. Java still finds a hit there. Stingray, slight response with the side light. No, doesn't catch the dodge there.
We could see signature territory coming up. There's the side light into the side air to start things off. Give us this edge guard situation. Stingray landing back on the stage with his down air, unarmed. Moving over to the spear. There's the side air again, sending Stingray over onto the edge. This time he just sits on the wall for a little bit before going back to main. Oh my gosh!
And the spot dodge called out by Java. He'll hit the recovery, and he'll force a game number 5.
There you see those inputs across the stage. That was a beautiful down air with a great follow-up. You saw the dodge come out there. If he had one more dodge, I wonder if you'd be able to travel with that down sig high enough. Probably not, but maybe. Maybe. But ultimately, it's a moot point because he used his dodge literally right before that to get into the position where that might have gotten him up into the wall to reset his jumps.
Like a cow's opinion, a moot point.
Ah.
Don't do that. That was a friend's joke. Come on.
Oh. Look, I gave you a bracelet that says BFF, so I got to be on your team. Yeah. We're Des Pals. We got to be on the same team here.
But I'm going to call myself out. It's like when I make a pun, you have to call me out, but I also have to call myself out. Sometimes you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. We're getting into game number 5, Java, Stingray, same characters.
Not same stage, though. We're on the Dome.
Yeah, we got 2 platforms
How much Dome
here.
have we seen today? I don't think we've seen the Miami Dome too much whatsoever, right?
Yeah, I want to say I've seen it like once.
I don't think I saw it during my block with Junebug earlier today. So yeah, we'll see what we have now that we have static platforms that both players, are probably going to feel comfortable going to. Definitely Stingray has a pretty reasonably easy job covering that with just a simple jump neutral air.
Yeah, we'll see how much those platforms come into play. You saw Java just tap down onto that platform a second ago. Stingray going to swap off over to the spear. Recovery, but Java jumps high enough. Falling there. Down sig. This is going to be the first time we've seen Stingray use fire, and it's not working out so far.
Ooh, he's getting punished there. He's getting punished quite a bit from Java, and it's definitely providing much more for Java here. Java just in the orange. Stingray is in the red. He goes for the signature that time and gets the KO off the top.
So it's not a true combo, but I'm pretty sure it's unjumpable, and right there, I think Stingray did a jump gravity cancel side 6, so he's like, all right, you're caught.
Okay.
That's my one time I'll justify it, Java.
Okay. Still, that was also just like a really good position to pick up a sideline sider, especially on this map. Those, like the ceiling can seem like really high, especially if you're not extending your moves off of the soft platforms or really starting the string of the combo off the soft platform. But those sidewalls can be a little bit deviously close. It's nothing crazy, but it can take you by surprise a little bit. Just like that signature, picking up from behind, that side sig dragging him along before getting all of that force dumped right on top of him, sending him to the right. Now he's sent over to the edge with that cannon down air. Just trying to get a handle on Stingray's movement here, and it's difficult.
Once again, neither of them trying to make that initial approach, but Java's starting to find some hits here. Hits the recovery, hits the pickup out of the sky. Where was that? Piece.
Dude, that's crazy that the top side of the cannon down air ended up clipping Java after the downlight. That has some vertical range that I did not know existed.
Okay. Java's got weapon. He's got the dare. It's going to be Java putting Stingray down to his final stock here. What's Stingray got?
And Java did what Stingray wasn't doing earlier, and he swapped over to the healthy weapon!
Recovery.
Oh my
you can chase
goodness.
Dodge. Immediately sidelights off stage though.
Oh, Stingray wants. Okay. There's the recovery, and it's just barely enough to take off the top. Of course, it had to come to last stock here. Stingray is about 50 damage behind. Now actually about 100 damage behind. You saw him turn orange.
Ooh.
Java was hoping he could reach up with a neutral signature. He's definitely getting the better of the damage here.
Reads with the side sig, gets the neutral eye follow-up. Java, wake up side air, means Stingray gets another punish. Catches the landing again, the side sig connects Stingray, but he goes for a downlight when he wanted a down air over the corner.
There's the recovery, not quite enough. He picked it up too low over on the edge, stripping the field, going back over to the orb. Look how far that down air sent him, and the side air is gonna do it. Java is gonna move on, go up to the grand finals to fight against Radish, and Stingray is gonna come in third place here at the trial of Ymir.
Amazing showing coming out from Stingray, PR number 12 to get a third place finish, and coming in on that new legend, that 7, and showing why, you know what, sometimes that newness has some goodness with it. The cannon was looking solid.